Welcome to the war.
What's this?
Now we rebuild.
Nothing like war to keep a gravedigger in business.
Keep them coming.
The hero of Melson Shear.
Most of the army has pursued Tuatha into Klurikon.
Hail, warrior.
You're already dead. Nothing but another corpse, just like me. Another body for the feast. She's here, you know. Death. I've seen her. She's like a big fat crow come to eat my eyes. Please, don't let her eat my eyes. I don't want to die. Oh, she's a great dark crow with 1,000... We're all beggars. Dead already and begging for the end. Beggars bent like hags, bent beneath a bloody fate. But you're no beggar at all. You're the scarecrow, aren't you? Shoo, death, shoo! I can see it, all around you. You're not like us, you're not like anyone. You're not afraid of death, are you? I am. I dream of her. She takes me beneath the tower and she does things. Horrible things. Don't let her take me there, please. Don't let her open me up. I don't want to see what's inside. That's where she keeps her nest. We go beneath the tower, but we don't come out again. Don't go there. It's dangerous. Don't go. You won't come back. Don't leave me.
What is it now? I am Corialia Scathe, head surgeon here in Melson. Master Hawkins is not well, I'm afraid. The injuries he sustained have broken both his body and his spirit. Do not trust anything he tells you. I can assure you that his mind is racked with a deep dementia. Farewell.
I am Megan, nurse to the wounded soldiers of the Alp. Stay safe.
Have you been to the tower? Oh, don't leave me.
The Tuatha lines have broken, and we still live. It looks like fate has a sense of humor. Please, forgive my melancholy. The champion of Melson Shear should be cheered, not subjected to my sorrow. I am Adrian Tyr, and I owe you my thanks. Though many have been lost, your courage saved a great many more. I was dead, or I should have been at least, if it were not for a Varani mercenary who threw himself in the fray. He fought like a demon, and I was able to escape. The poor man was not so fortunate, though. I watched the Tuatha cut him off, and then he was gone. It shames me, but I once held such mercenaries in great disdain. But this man, whoever he was a warrior of honor. He was cut off and surrounded by the Tuatha. He is surely dead. However, his body must lie somewhere in Cursewood. It would give me peace to learn of his fate. The Varani warrior? The last I saw. Farewell.
Hail, warrior.
Honor to you, champion. I watched from the battle's van while you faced Malwyn and his demon pet. You have earned great glory and the respect of all Alfar. If you have a moment, could I ask a favor of you? Since the battle, several of my men have asked for the chance to challenge the champion of Mel Senshir. You slew Malwyn and destroyed the great demon he commanded. They hold you in awe. 5 of our greatest fighters have asked, and if you accept, they will each face you here in the practice yard in single combat. There are 5 in total. Anayan Gaius, Tarek Smith, Safedra Will, Adrian Tyr, and my sister, Ragnar Sen. Tell me when you are prepared to fight, and I will summon the appropriate warrior. Good luck to you, champion. Excellent. Your first challenger is Anayan Gaius. He is a veteran of more than a dozen campaigns and my personal aid. This should prove interesting. Go with Lyria.
Well fought. I haven't had a beating that bad since the first war. Give your armor to Tarek Smith for repairs, and he'll give it back better than new. I've been here almost a year. Before the war, I worked for one of the merchant
Well met.
Well, Warsworn, good to meet you. Have you come for scout trip? So long.
The hero of Mel Senshir.
Ah, your hands are strong. Are you a student of happy hunting?
That last fight with Anayan was interesting. He fared better than I thought, though I was unsurprised when you bested him. Prepared for your next challenge? Your next challenger is Tarek Smith. The smith spends all day pounding steel. Do not let him pound you too. Go with Lyria. You certainly didn't pull any punches with my blacksmith. I hope he can still hold a hammer tomorrow. Safedra Will is next. Are you prepared? Safedra is one of my best scouts, quick and agile. Give her any room and she'll make the ring into your grave. Go with Lyria. You handled Sephaedra readily enough. Perhaps it's time you face Adrian Tyr. Adrian Tyr survived alone 3 times when his company to a man has fallen. The soldier refuses to give up. He is fearless and enduring. It will take the force of God to bring him to his knees. Good luck. Go with Lyria. Adrian fell harder than I thought he would. Well done. Your final challenger is my sister, Ragnar. She is the finest weaponsmith in the Alfar army, and a peerless fighter. She will bury her sword in your heart if you are not careful. Do not underestimate her. Go with Lyria. One by one, the greatest of the Alfar have faced you in single combat, and all have fallen. Now it is my turn. I am Bronwyn Aurelia Sen, the first sword of the Alfar. I was born in battle, and hundreds have fallen by my hand. Let us see what you are truly made of, champion. Go with Lyria. You are worthy of honor, warrior. I have never faced your equal. Take this. Tilera herself granted me this blade for the slaying of the Tuatha champion Zerastes, but you deserve it more than I. The Alfar honor you, champion. May the Tuatha fear your coming. Go with Lyria.
prattling of a madman alone, could you? This is my sanctum, trespasser. You couldn't possibly understand the work I'm doing here. I fear I will need to kill you now. Perhaps the process will provide some insights into your unique power. Don't you see? The physiology of the mortal races is a book we've barely begun to crack. You couldn't possibly understand. I take these young men and women and I open them and I see what truly lives within. Magic is changing and so are those who wield it. I am merely bold enough to look and learn the how and why. How unsurprisingly noble of you. Few possess the intellectual acuity to appreciate my work. Very well. Perhaps I will learn something from your death. Ooh, this will be easy.
She's dead, isn't she? The moment she passed, the clouds surrounding my mind seemed to pass. What a wretched woman. Who knows how long she's been here, preying on the weak and injured. Seems I named you well, Scarecrow. I cannot thank you enough for what you've done.
Keep walking.
You! Stop! State your business.
Keep your hands off me, fool. I'm no Tuatha. I must speak with the Siegebreaker. It is a pleasure to meet the Siegebreaker. Especially here, in a land where pleasure has been all too rare. I am Sidon the Outcast, Prince in exile of the House of Sorrows. I'm here to welcome you to our home. I see the hesitation in your eyes. Although I am Fae of the Winter Court, you and I have a common enemy. I am Sidon the Outcast. Once I was Prince of the House of Sorrows, but my true duties are to the true Court of Winter. The Winter Fae have been disgraced and despoiled by Gadflo and the Tuatha. With your help, I can end their reign. Clearly I'm not Tuatha. I carry a loathing for them that mortals could never understand. I simply approached your lines peacefully and expressed my desire to speak with the Siegebreaker. It seems that even the simplest mortal soldier can recognize an ally against our mutual enemy. Indeed, you accomplished a great feat here. But the Tuatha Deon are far from defeated. Before striking the heart, you must trim the fat and cleave through the bones. If you wish to put an end to Gadflo's reign, meet my brethren and me at Foe's Hearth to the east, and we can talk further there. I'd rather not talk here. Travel to the old ruins at Foe's Hearth. Well, be careful.
So few of the Winter Court left to stand against... You go ahead. It's been some time since Sidon and I had a chance to talk.
Indeed, Agarth.
Hail.
I hear on the winds that you laid down your sword and drowned yourself in drink when you learned the ways of fate. And yet here you are, sword in hand, again the victor. How is this? Do the winds lie to me?
It's a long tale. It started when I sobered up long enough to go bury a friend of mine in Alistar Tower. Or rather, that's what I had planned to do.
Hail. You're the one who slew the Baelor. Honor to you, champion. I command the Ariad. We are warrior scouts, the eyes of the Alfar. My men are scouting the Tuatha's retreat, though I fear I may have lost even them to this cursed forest. They are overdue. My men are never late. They are either where they are supposed to be, or they are dead. In fact, if you are venturing out into the forest, may I prevail upon you for aid? 3 of my men are missing. If you discover any evidence of what befell them within the Cursewood, let me know. Warrior to warrior, I would be in your debt. And if it would sweeten the pot, there'd be gold for you as well. Deep within the... I send 3 soldiers into the fort. Farewell.
Off into the swamps, I assume? You can't trust half of the people you know. But you don't need to trust someone to have a mutual goal. Good hunting.
Good to see Sidon still around. It's been a long time. Sidon and I used to be best of friends. Sure, it's been a decade or two, but for Faye, that's barely a blink of the eye. I'd trust him with my life. Good luck with Sidon.
It was a time of change. The cycles of the seasons turned as ever, but inside the bones of the earth, there lurked a cold. It was not the cold of winter. Beside the houses of sorrows, pride and vengeance, a new turmoil fomented. A magic hitherto unseen.
I have waited some time for you to come, Siegebreaker, and it seems that my patience has, at least, been worthwhile. The House of Sorrows has need of your might. Aid us, and you will earn a strong ally in the war against the Tuatha Deon. Like your Alfar allies, we Winterfey suffer under the Tuatha's onslaught. And like the Alfar, we Winterfey need a champion. But it is a difficult position we are in, mortal. The Fae are not like your kind. We have different priorities, different threats. We need someone who understands that. You may call me Bizarrain. I represent one of the great houses of the Winter Court, the House of Sorrows. This war with the Tuatha has worn the house to all but dust. We Fae are ill-equipped to handle such change, but your kind, you mortals, can bear it. It is not a simple task I ask of you. I have only approached you because you show the potential of use. You must still prove your worth. Go to the Midden and find the place called the Proving Halls. This Hearthstone will grant you access. Once you are within the halls, my questions will be answered.
Greetings, stranger. The hero of Melcent Shear? I did not expect to find you in this damned swamp. We couldn't have picked a worse time to travel in the drowned forest. It's all these damn Mergen. We've arrived just in time for their spawning season. They're filling the swamp and tearing my men to pieces. I don't know how many Banshin are out there, but I venture it's more than one. If you could lend us a hand and destroy any Banshin you find, I'd be forever grateful. I know it's disgusting to imagine, but Banshin are the mothers of those slimy creatures. Every year they return to this swamp and a new wave of Mergen spews forth. Thank you. They seem to be coming from several nests to the west. Find the Banshin and destroy them. Be wary, they're always guarded by more Mergen. Take heed out there.
Do not be alarmed, young one. I am not your enemy. Not all of the Winter Fae have joined the ranks of the Tuatha. Farewell. Have you returned already? I am awaiting the return of my beloved Alea. She fell under the spell of the Tuatha and marched north with their vile army. Among them she perished, one of the many to fall at Melsenshir. I wonder, could you help me with a small task? I need this ring placed inside of a hollow. I am forbidden from entering Ranil. When Alea fell under the spell of the Tuatha, I tried to convince her that it was lunacy, but her belief was fanatical. She banished me from her presence and that of her hollow. Thank you, mortal. Alea's hollow is called Ranil. It lies on the southern edge of the Keening. There is a small altar at its bottom. Place the ring there. I wish to show Alea that my love has remained true, and that I wait for her still. Farewell.
You have come, as he said you might. Have the Winter Fae need your help. Remember.
You have reached the House of Sorrows, but did so prematurely. To gain entry, you must...
Please, mortal, remember.
solemn, solemn, hallowed tree. Glory to the graveyard be. Far from forests of the west, do the dying have this rest.
And so another mortal approaches, but my desire to extinguish mortal life has yet to be satiated. I'm afraid I cannot grant you the courtesy of fighting at your leisure. The midden... Prepare yourself! Enough of this farce. I have fought more than enough mortals on your terms, on your ground. We will finish this fight in my hollow, Tyne Hill. The magics of the midden run strong in that place. I will be unbeatable!
You did it! What no one else has done. You actually bested that monster. It is much to ask, but none in our camp have been able to stand against him. You must answer his challenge. Fight him again. Kill him, for the sake of our mission. We don't know. He's not Tuatha, but he damn near fights like one. He's been coming here, dueling us one by one. There's some sick point he means to prove by gutting us. And those he doesn't kill outright are dragged back into the midden with him. Please, we're scouts, not seasoned fighters. We can't complete our mission if this headsman continues picking us off. Thank the gods. If he called you to Tyne Hill, then that means you'll have to fight him there. But be warned, this Fae uses magics we haven't seen before. It's like he's feeding on the energies of this place. Or worse, there are those that fall to the headsman, but then there are others, prisoners. What he does with them in Tyne Hill, no one knows. Find the headsman. Finish him.
Mitharu bless you. Praise be to Mitharu, and may his blessing be upon you. I have accompanied these noble Alfar in peace, and I would make use of it. The world needs to know how many of Mitharu's children gave their lives to fighting these heathen Tuatha. You will find an earring upon each soldier who has been slain. Bring the earrings to me, and I will be able to tally the dead. I'm glad to have your help. The soldiers, their bodies are strewn throughout the midden. Every one has made the ultimate sacrifice in service. Collect the earrings from them, and I will give you what I can. Go with the gods.
Please, have you a moment? Wait a moment. You are not part of the army, are you? What are you doing here? No matter. We are injured here and need someone fit enough to venture into the midden to recover some important reconnaissance. Somewhere in this mess of bodies is the corpse of my former scout, Venris. He was carrying the information when the Tuatha caught him. All I know is that it is somewhere in the midden, along with thousands of other corpses. But Venris was an unusual scout, and that might help us track him. You see, Venris bonded strongly with a wolf when we first arrived here. The wolf still lives, and I have no doubt he can find his master's body. Follow him. Even if you knew what Venris looked like, it would not make finding him amongst all these bodies any easier. The wolf knows Venris's scent. He can track it through the midden and lead you directly to the body. Very well. I'll release the wolf now. Follow him and make sure nothing happens to him before he finds Venris. Without him, we have no means of singling Venris's body out from all of the others. Please, hurry! and they sleep beneath the limbs, while we sing these mourning hymns, as the dead embrace the land in the earth's embalming hand. Wooden gravestones standing tall by the sorrow's weary hall. Are the leaves now bearing fruit? Will the dead now follow suit? Are the Alfar nature's meat food the ravens meant to eat? Why do soldiers hang like tears? Why Tuatha covet fears?
The jester of the King of Winter, the fool who made a mockery of life, of everything, languished in a discontent. He heard the whisperings of power, felt its pulse. He saw visions of an endless winter, of a totality of nothingness. He was Gadflow, and he would follow the cycle no longer.
Thank the gods you were able to recover the reconnaissance the Venris carried. This information would have proved disastrous in the wrong hands. When the Tuatha tossed Venris in here, I feared all might have been lost. But thanks to you and his wolf, the armies will not suffer the same fate as Venris. Take this. It is not much, but it is what we can offer, along with our thanks. Farewell. Hanging gallows tree, spreading baleful tyranny, ruined terror of the war, hallowed ground for nevermore.
I've got plenty of supplies if you've got plenty of coin. Come back again.
A journal? Let me see. This book looks like it might belong to the man who saved my life. He speaks of a brother in a place called the Icebrine Coast. Perhaps when the war is over, I will travel there and tell this man how his brother died. Thank you, champion. This book has brought me some small measure of peace.
Winter is strong in this place. When first the Fae walked into its depths, it bore great fossils, bones of beasts greater and more terrifying than we Fae. But for all their strength, The earth at their feet lasted longer. It sapped their strength, their life, their flesh.
What are you doing out here? Did Captain Drafan send you? Tell him I'll be along shortly. I've got some unfinished business brewing here. By unfinished business, I mean Deadeye, Tuatha assassin, responsible for hundreds of Alfar deaths in the war. The two of us just crossed paths here in the wood not half a day past. I hunted the monsters to Shattertear Mines. You're the hero of Melsenshir, right? Think you can lend a hand? Deadeye's inside. I don't dare to go in alone. Hundreds of my brethren have fallen to that creature. But you killed the Baelor. So I'll stand here and cover the exit with my bow. You can venture into Shattertear and hunt the hunter, so to speak. Goodbye.
A group of Winterfey, called the House of Sorrows, have built their lives around the Midden. They feed and tend the bodies there, and sanctify the ground with what dead they bring. It is they who preserve the culture of our people, and make this the cradle of winter. For their part, they have been given a beacon, a small sapling of white bark and red leaves, growing from the bodies in the Midden. They call it the Hallowed Tree.
Deadeye is finished then. Well done, warrior. Take this gold for your troubles. And now I best return to Captain Drafan. He'll want a full report. Goodbye.
Greeting. Looking to restock? Ilan Doldran has what you... Come back again. Greetings. So 2 are dead, and Herc still lives. That is good news, at the least. Though I'll need to have words with him about refusing to check in when he was supposed to. Still, I owe you much. Take this gold in gratitude. Perhaps in the coming days we can work together again. Farewell.
There was Amalur.
The High King Mathon ruled the bleak, silent fields of Wintertide. He kept the season as it should be. The blizzards howling, the skies filled with snow in the gloom of a long night. He purified the land under a white blanket and allowed death to end the slow decay of autumn. The woods paid homage in leaves. The waters paused at his arrival. The world revered him in a barren stillness.
you. You are the one who slew the Baelor at Melson Shear. I was at that battle as well. It was my unit that drove the Tuatha off the southern wall. Please, you must help me. Those Jotun will not let me survive much longer. The key to this cage is held by a Jotun rune lord just down the road. That fat bastard comes by here every morning and taunts me with it. Please, retrieve it and get me the hell out of here. After the siege was broken, my commander saw the Witch Knight Klurikon fleeing to the east. He thought that if we could catch him before he made it to Alabastra, we could get rid of one of the Tuatha generals. We did not count on Klurikon having a refuge full of Jotun mercenaries. Thank you. The Jotun Rune Lord is just down the road. Please hurry, for I have unfinished business in the keep on the hill. Until the next time.
There are rumblings in the Court of Winter. There are Fae who are preaching beyond a world of rot. They fly in the face of sorrows, the cycles. They do not honor our tradition, but they are wrong. There is no winter without death. There is no growth without decay.
Faithful, a child of dust is here for death. Their pitiful fate. Fear not what is owed and blesses you with her unyielding rage. No longer shall we tolerate the mortals and their vile presence in our world. Fight all your life, mortal. We will carry on when you are dust. So, the undying mortal from the well has returned. Your mere existence is an abomination against all things. How can you not see this? Mortals pervert the world, twisting it to their own ends. Your unnatural new life is only the latest in a long line of your kind's debaucheries. But Tiernok the Merciful chose me to be the cure. My army is the wildfire that will clear the land of you and your kind.
Please tell me that barrel of Kruddock slime died painfully. I have another favor to ask of you, hero. The Witch Knight Clarin is holed up in Genig, the keep on the hill. Meet me inside so that we can hunt him. We cannot let one of the Tuatha's generals escape. We need to go to Genig, the keep. Until the next time.
Greetings, stranger.
Do you need healing? Don't catch a disease, would you? The insects must smell.
Until one night, when nature changed its course, and Gadflow, like an errant thread frayed from the weave, took the crown from Mathon's head. "A joke," he said, "a joke." And the court swayed in laughter. For Gadflow's was often like the mockingbird, with many calls, but none of his own. He placed the crown upon his head, and smiling, took a crimson sword. He betrayed the Fae with a swing of his newfound freedom.
Have you perchance met an Almain around here named Deod Dungaris? The damned fool got himself dragged off by Murgan. I am on an important mission for Templar Julius Mavern. He has sent me to recover an artifact from Bunlock, this hulking castle here. Things haven't gone entirely to plan. I got stuck in Melsenshire for what seemed like an eternity, and now Murgan have run off with my porter. Would you help me out for a bit? I'll pay you for your time. I'm afraid I don't know the exact details, only that it is small and easy to carry. It must have been built by fools, constructed right in the middle of a Murgan breeding ground. Didn't take long for the Murgan to move in and make a feast of the original owners. Great. First, please retrieve my pack from those Murgan. Deod was carrying it when he was captured, and it contains the key to the castle. I'll meet you at the entrance to Bunlock once you've retrieved it.
The Tuatha have brought war to the Winter Fae. They bring us all into this conflict and turn the Court of Winter into some engine of war. But the House of Sorrows would not join. They resisted. They were the sole embodiment of all winter, all that was great and unique about our people. It could not be so easily discarded.
go there. The Mergen numbers have already decreased. Thank you. Now we can press forward and drive the damned Tuatha back into their hole. Take this. It's not much, but I hope it helps somehow. Take heed out there.
Stole the secrets of magic. Now they come to take our land. But all that they find here shall be death. You struggle against the force of a simple army. How will you fare, I wonder, against the power of a god? Only a fool denies the power they can feel. She's been speaking more and more, and she has such interesting things to say about you. Soon, Tiernach the Merciful will come to our world in person. Then we'll see whose life is a lie, and whose life is nothing but salt and cinders.
Be on your guard.
Hail, adventurer! I am Bruin the Bard, spinner of stories, seeker of adventure. Allow me to welcome you to the Caelid Coast, haven to the wise and wicked. These brave soldiers, the finest of the Alfar armies, they escorted me all the way from Melsenshire to these verdant lands. Alas, our journey together has come to an end. But there is still adventure to be had, so join me. If not, then I bid you fair warning. Your journey shall be far less exciting without this storyteller at hand. Ah, yes. It has been nearly a decade since I have told tales for an audience, and I seek to reclaim that trade. These soldiers have been of no help. Fight, fight, fight. That's all they think about. So please, let me regale you with tales of the Caelid Coast. I will make sure your time is well spent, and there may even be a twist at the end. A wise question, and a fair one. As Bard of the Gastia Court, I know all the tales of the Caelid Coast, of how this great land rose and fell, and became what it is now. Allow me the pleasure of your company, and I will lead you through these luxuriant lands. Then I bid you goodbye. But my offer stands. Goodbye.
Through the woods and mountainside, through the hollows and green meadow, through the summer, winter, day and night, through the hallowed halls of seasons and song, through the vengeance, pride and sorrow, echo the footfalls of the greaves of the Fey Hunter.
Well, you bent me over the anvil right proper. Give them hell.
Looking to restock? Ilan Doldran has what you come back again.
A fledgling hunter by the looks of it. What's someone so soft doing in the Kaled coast? Don't you know this is Bolgan country? Those red devils are really digging in. I've slain many on my hunt for Chernobog. The scars don't give me away? Ha! You're probably the first person in recorded history not to recognize the mighty Alof the Hunter. Usually my reputation precedes me. As for why I am here in this muggy puddle of piss, I intend to conquer Chernobog, the mighty Bolgan, and win his eye as my trophy. But first he must be summoned, for he won't just face any foe, you know. Only those he deems worthy to smite with his blade. Ha! You're certainly welcome to try, but I'm afraid he'll be much too dead by the time I finish with him. Besides, you still have the offering to consider. Chernobog will only battle those who can prove their ferocity. It is his way of swatting away the flies who don't offer enough of a thrill for his fiery blood. If you can collect the eyes of 10 Bolgans, then you are clearly a warrior who deserves a reckoning. Set the eyes upon Chernobog's war lanterns and the beast will emerge. Goodbye.
hunter runs. The hunter runs. Swiftly, swiftly for our lives. A mortal skirt of chain. A mesh of links forged in secret. The hunter runs. The hunter runs. In the chausses of the Fey Hunter.
Hey.
Hey, what are you doing out here? Do I know you? I fought with Captain Gastier at Melsenshire. Maybe we spent a... See you.
The Tuatha have forced their war upon us. They eagerly cut through mortal flesh and mortal bone, and as a reminder of their butchery, they display these mortal corpses throughout the land, turning sanctity into putrescence. The bodies remain on our ground and on our gallows tree, bloated and corrupt.
Like the gilded ghosts of youth, the curving plates of fey-like scrolls decorate the life's guard of this impostor. It says, "I am like you, Fey Spirit," and shimmers with a brilliant gleam. This cuirass of the Fey Hunter.
Hello. Don't be afraid. I know who you are, and this is a safe place. Welcome to my camp. I am Captain Droon Ancilla, great-great-grandson of Clary Ancilla, and heir to the Kaled Coast. Unlike the Tuatha, I am a gracious host. Please, come, warm yourself at our fire. Anything we have to offer is yours. I've fought countless battles and survived an interminable siege to return to my native land. Nostalgia does not drive me. I am here for what's rightfully mine. But taking my place on the throne will not be easy. Before he died, my father hid the symbols of his station so they would not be stolen. I speak of the famous Seal of Ancilla and the verdant blades, my father's royal medallion and war chakrams. Without them, I am nothing but a soldier. Kaled was once a lush, vibrant domain, ruled by my father and his brother Port. It had been in our family for generations, and our subjects were a peaceful people. Of course, the Gastier family was constantly claiming the land as their own, going so far as to build a castle that looked down upon us. Looked down on us. The seal was forged by my great-great-grandmother, the first Clary Ancilla, mother of the Kaled nobles. She crafted it herself from scarab salts and terrenium. The verdant blades belonged to my father. He used them in the many battles fought to secure our borders. They have no equal in Klurikon, or anywhere for that matter. I was hoping you'd volunteer. Getting the heirlooms will be a challenge. You see, they are held in a family lockbox, the key to which is not in my possession. As for the key, I made a mistake. I was young, foolish. The night before the Bolgan came, I gave the key to a girl. She was, how can I put this, my childhood love. Her name is Hilared Gastier. Yes, a Gastier, the sworn enemy of House Ancilla. It was a gesture. I meant to show her what she meant to me. But now, she has what I need. If you can convince Hilared to give you the key, you will need to retrieve the items from the lockbox in the old family fortress of Seawatch to the east. Good luck. The last I saw of Hilared was at the Battle of Mel Senshir. She became a soldier like me. I'm not surprised. She was always tough. Try checking her family's keep, Castle Gastier. She would likely go there. If she survived, that is. Goodbye.
Oh, damn humidity.
Blessed Lyria. I know you. That's right. The last time I saw you was when you dangled from the Baelor like a drop of spittle on a Bolgan's chin. Mercy! The hero of Melson Shear. I'd know the face anywhere. Let me guess. The army has you out here on a special mission? Me, I'm just trying to live through the nights, trying to find a bit of time to myself, to explore. Really? You know where we are, don't you? This is the Kaled Coast, land of the Alfar Lords. Ancilla and Gastir, the Southern Lights, the Lady's Children? You really don't know, do you? This land is home to many mysteries, and supposedly many treasures as well. My favorite? The Lady's Children. They're a collection of frond-leaf dolls, very rare, very valuable. Legend says they were lost in the invasion. I'd go out in search of them, but duty calls. Old Lady Clary was the last bride of House Ancilla, and insane. They say she spoke to spirits, and that she smothered her own infant child. Her only love was a collection of dolls, a love that bordered on obsession. She took them everywhere, gave them names, and even slept with them at night. Most scholars believe that the Lady's Children, as they came to be called, held some special meaning for her. But what? You would do that? Even with all the other, more pressing matters at hand? My sister is not going to believe this. The hero of Mel Senshir. Legend says that the dolls were last seen in Lady Ancilla's hands when her family was murdered. So I was just going to look around the ruins. I'd try the Ancilla ruins, and maybe the castle.
What are you doing here?
Hello? You there. You must help me. There isn't much time. My name is Finn, General Finn of Tilera's army. My men and I were part of a unit called the Ariod that pushed into Klurikon, clearing the way for the enlisted swords. We were securing the dungeons of Castle Ancilla when it happened. A band of Tuatha marched in and claimed the keep as a defensive position. We got caught in the middle. I tried to get us out, but we were surrounded, trapped. That fool Private Gottlieb shoved me down the refuse pipe. It's how I broke my leg. That's all I remember. I'm not entirely sure. Things happened fast. But it appears that the Tuatha are planning to form a hasty defense here to fight our progress in the Kaled Coast. If they can keep us occupied here, it will give them time to prepare a strong counterattack in the south, near Moondown Hill, and deep into central Alabastra. You're a brave soul. Warriors like you must have made the difference in Mel Senshir. I wasn't there, but I heard it was quite the battle. The gates to Ancilla are chained and defended, but you can slip in undetected through the refuse pipe. You won't enjoy it, but it's a direct route. Find Private Gottlieb. I have a feeling he's the last one alive. I still hope, but I have no illusions about what you'll find. Thank you, and I'll see you soon. I have faith in you. What is it?
Not that I've done anything wrong, mind you. I just didn't have Private Elia Madme. Listen, I've got some useful skills to trade if you're willing to keep my little secret. See you!
The strength of contempt, fear, and hate courses through the rushing veins to the very fingertips. The instruments of war are readied, light in the grip, and machinations of the gauntlets of the Fey Hunter.
Run!
We feel the glare of a silver raptor, a furrowed brow, eyes that pierce the veil. We see the scowling, engraved face of a beautiful, elegant terminus. We know this mask of death, this azure visage, this celestial teardrop, as the helm of the Fey Hunter.
By the gods, it was horrible. He killed them all, and nothing could stop him. It was Dren, that freak who guards the House of Pride. He told us to leave, but he's just one Fey, and not even a The worst thing was, he seemed sorry to kill us. We'd heard the legends of Dren the Bloody, unbeatable defender of the House of Pride. We were going to be the ones who beat him, and opened the path to Alabastra. Then Dren told us to turn around or we'd die. And God's help, you can turn around and...
Turn back or die. I know your intentions are to free my people from the Tuatha. You seem an honorable sort. But I have sworn an oath to defend my house and homeland. I cannot let you in without a fight, and you cannot win against me. If only things could be different. You have 5 seconds to flee. Turn back or die. You have 5 seconds.
And he was not alone. Like the weave unraveling, the Tuatha now tainted the purity of Mathon's court. These new immortals, the Tuatha Daon, were no longer the solemn Fae of the East. Their essences twisted into a ravenous host, unsettled, unnatured. From the nothing of winter came Gadflow's malice.